Life is a journey, not a destination. There are no mistakes, just chances we've taken. Lay down your regrets, cause all we have is now. Wake up in the morning and get out of bed. Start making mental.
Hi, I'm Victoria Fitzmilgram from True Life Coaching and Retreats, and I'm so excited to be able to be a part of the world's biggest summit. I'm grateful and I'm thrilled to share in the company with so many of the world's most inspiring teachers. What an amazing gift. Thank you, Leonie, for putting this together. Let me tell you just a few things about me. I'm a professional certified life coach and retreat leader, a personal growth visionary, and an authentic soul journeyer. For the past 10 years, I've led hundreds of women home to themselves to live their true life. What is your true life? It's the one that allows you to have access to your joy, your authentic self-expression, and your gifts. So that with the personal clarity and power, you can show up in the world as your best self. Today I want to speak to you about you and your heroine's journey. What your life journey is and why it matters, why you matter, and how to embrace your journey with passion and purpose. Why answering the call of growth and exploration will take you to your best life, where you're seen, you're known, and you get to contribute the unique deliciousness of you to the world. No more holding back, okay? No more. Now is the time to live as fully as possible without limits. Let's get started. Today, I want to share with you my updated version of Joseph Campbell's work. He called it the hero's journey. I call it the heroine's journey. And it's a new feminine model for navigating change in the 21st century. Have you noticed yourself being more stressed lately? Running faster and faster on the hamster wheel of life? Can't even catch your own breath? Struggling to find your voice, your clarity, your presence, and your power in the eye of the tornado that is our Western world today. Just like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, who's one of my favorite heroines, we're all called to take a journey. She didn't ask for her house to be picked up and dropped in a mystical place called Oz, where witches and monkeys were trying to kill her, and little green people would burst into song at a moment's notice. But she knew that if she was going to find her way home, she had to take her journey. I want to introduce you to the concept of the heroine's journey, what it's all about, what's happening here, so that you have a context to view your life in that makes sense and gives you hope for living in each moment, and an idea of where you can go when you commit yourself to taking this yellow brick road. So today I'm going to share with you just the beginning stages of the heroine's journey and one of my best tools for moving through this early stage with grace and presence. I know, let me say first, that taking this journey requires courage. And I want to acknowledge you as someone who I can fully support, as a person who's not willing to settle for her life being unlived. So what is the heroine's journey? It's a template for understanding the trials and transformations that we're all called to undertake in life. It makes meaning from your life's story. Meaning that can be used in a positive way to empower you, motivate you, and give you hope when things look out of control. The heroine's journey can help you reach that place where you get to fully embrace and share your gifts with the world. Let me show you an overview of all the stages then. And then we'll move a little bit around this wheel together so that you can understand how this model works and how it's really connected to your life in a clear and direct way. Before we begin our journey, we're living a safe, secure life, protected and comfortable, not rocking any boats, just getting along how we always have. But life wants us to grow and evolve and change, and so we begin to hear a call. So we start to hear the call, and it comes first just as a little whisper in your ear. Okay, you might notice that. We'll talk about how that shows up in a second. But the thing about it is, I want to say that if you don't pay attention to that whispering, the call will get louder. Not only will it get louder, but it will cause trouble in your life. It will do whatever it takes to get your attention. So the call can come in two ways. It can come internally or it can come externally. Internally, you might notice that you're feeling anxious or restless or uncomfortable. The things you used to do that worked in your life, they're not really working anymore. You may feel like you have to wear a mask to smile and make people think that things are fine, but underneath that mask, you might be unhappy or confused or feeling lost. Or the call can come from the external world. Maybe we've lost someone that's dear to us through divorce or death, or maybe our own health has taken a turn for the worse. Or maybe we're laid off, as so many people have been lately. Or like Dorothy, our house is just picked up and blown away. I'm sure that the people in New Orleans 2 weeks before Katrina hit had no idea, just like the people in Japan had no idea that tsunami was coming and the adventure that they were going to be called to. But life will call on us and ask us to leave the safe, secure world that we've known and venture forth. Let me show you in the model again. This is our first challenge, to step from the known world, the familiar world, to the unknown world, the unfamiliar. And there waiting for us just as we're about to go are what I call the threshold guardians. These guardians can also show up in two ways, both inner and outer. So outside of us, they could be our friends, our partner, our boss, our children, even our parents. And once they get an idea that we're preparing to change or embark on something new, they can bring their full resistance to bear. Oh no, you can't do that. You're crazy. What if you look stupid? What if you lose everything in the process? What if you fail? That's a biggie, huh? Or the guardians can show up inside our own heads. And to me, these are really some of the stronger ones. So whether it's guilt or mistrust, or with anything that they can throw at us to keep us from making change. Because change is risky to these loyal soldiers of our personality. You see, their job has always been to keep us safe and protected. And they've been around a really long time. And they have all these strategies that they use to get our needs met. And they really don't like the idea of us changing one little bit. So how do we get past these threshold guardians so that we can step on the road and have our journey, our heroine's journey? By understanding what we value the most, what really, really matters to us. Every session that I have with my clients, we touch on their values. We touch on how they're honoring them and saying yes to what matters to them, or how they're ignoring those things and moving away out of alignment with who they truly are. When you're clear on what you value, clarifying it, defining it, and then acting upon it, really your behaviors are in line with it, you line up with your true self. You come into alignment. And what happens when you do that? You create harmony within. And guess what this harmony creates? It's actually a presence in you, a powerful presence. It can't be ignored. It can't be messed with. And with this presence, you can move beyond those guardians and begin your heroine's journey. Sometimes, though, when this call comes, there is so much fear that we stay put. We just can't find our yes. We can't find our way through it, past it. And I'm sure that you've had times of your life that were like this, when you couldn't answer the call. We've all had them. I've had them too. Only the call's still there. The call is still pulling us and trying to get us to start the journey. And we're so afraid and we can't move. So we have to do something to muffle it, to turn it down. In Western culture, boy, we've got some really good strategies for not answering the call to grow and evolve. We go shopping, right? Or we drink, or we do drugs, or we buy a really, really big TV set and spend all our time watching other people's lives go by on TV. Even exercise, something that can be really good for us, can be turned into a distraction. All of our addictions are really just ways of ignoring the call to your heroine's journey. But I'm confident that you're ready to start this journey now. And if you can work some with your own values, clarify, define, and start acting in accordance with them and honoring what you value the most, you are going to create a presence within yourself that will bypass not just the distractions, but all the threshold guardians, so that you can step onto your heroine's journey now. When you step on this journey, this is a really good time and place to have a champion. Someone who can hold your commitment to yourself. Someone who's got your back. I'm not talking about a subjective person here, your family or your friends who already have a particular way of seeing you in a box that they'd like to keep you in. I'm talking about an objective guide, a coach to go with you on this journey, who puts a stake in the ground for what you say you want. And we're not going to let that stake go. We're just not. This is a unique relationship, and investing in your own coach can actually take you further than you can go by yourself. So I know you're ready to take this journey now, and I would like to share with you more about the stages and what's going to happen on the next stage, the road to adventure, where you put your full yes to the journey. You pass the guardians, you're on your way, and a lot of magic is going to start appearing in your life. You're going to get new perspectives about how to receive the most help and support. And then what happens after that is really exciting. So if you'd like to learn more about the heroine's journey, hear more about the journey, the tools, and how it all relates to your own life, please visit www.truelifecoach.net, where you can sign up and receive instant access to my videos about the rest of the heroine's journey and what's in store for you. The videos will give you hope and inspiration for what your life is now and what's possible for your future. You can release your fear, what's limiting you, to being your greatest potential and really live your true life. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of your courage, and I know you're ready to take this heroine's journey and move forward. Nothing can really stop you. So visit True Life Coaching and Retreats and receive my free gift of the videos for you about the heroine's journey. Thanks for being here today and being a part of this fabulous, fabulous world's biggest summit.